guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dina, this is Creative Minds Homeschool, and I am coming to you from a weird place. It's my bedroom, all crazy cockeyed, but, and my bed is made. It doesn't look like it from here, but it is made. It's made messy, but it's made. I just wanted to give you a very quick update video because I haven't been on here in a while. It's so hard to get back in that groove, and I have just not gotten there yet. But I just wanted to tell you about a couple things going on around here, and then I will cut you loose. So the first thing I want to tell you about is Weight Watchers because, I don't know, because I'm excited about it. I have officially gotten down to the 8 pounds lost mark. So I'm about 7-ish left to go, which kind of got derailed a little bit this weekend because we had a birthday party for Everett. He turned double digits, he turned 10, and we did his birthday this weekend. So you know, cupcakes and Doritos and cookie cake, and oh my goodness, everything that I do not need to be consuming has been here and it's left over. So yeah, so it's been cupcake mania at this place. Yikes. So, Saturday was like a major cheat day. Probably the most points I've consumed, most food I've consumed, or junk food I've consumed since I've started this whole process. It was really bad. And then, Sunday, I stayed within my healthy eating range, but I still managed to eat a good fair amount of junk. So, and then today, I had more cupcake junk. So yeah, I need to like just tell myself no more cupcakes. No, stop. Like no more. Because it's not even supper time and I have 0 points left for the day. Yeah, so I will be eating my staple is turkey chili. It's a 0 point meal. Either that or like eggs. Something like that is what I usually eat when I'm out of points. And then I might eat some fruit if I'm still hungry, or especially if I get a sweet tooth craving, I will go for a fruit of some sort. But so yeah, I'm a weird little person. I mean, it's like every time I lose a pound, I plateau, or it'll go down and it goes back up, and then it starts, you know, it finally goes down, but it just takes forever for me to get to a pound lost. And actually, I weigh in on Saturdays, and this weigh in, I was actually the same as the last week, and then the next day I went down like 0.6 pounds. So, well, part of that was I had eaten out Friday. I ate out for lunch and for dinner. So, yeah, the sodium makes me just, you know, so but I felt really good that I at least stayed the same. I didn't gain. And then I got down into the next lower. So I'm like, yes. So yeah, I'm just making progress in that department and pretty happy overall that the scale is moving. I do notice too, like, oh my goodness, if I will stop night owling, it seems like when I get a good night's rest, that's when I notice numbers go down too. And I had a good sleep Saturday night. I went to bed at a decent time. I had a nap Saturday afternoon and Sunday afternoon. So I'm like, I need to continue this napping, going to bed early trend, if I could just make myself do it. So yeah, other than that, we have had the weirdest 3 weeks school-wise. We've been kind of all over the place. So I'm going to back up to 2 weeks ago. We were supposed to go out of town for a few days, and we ended up three of us got sick. So we didn't go out of town. So we took Monday off. Tuesday I counted as a sick day because I was sick. And I was like, even if we were going to do school, we're not doing school because no, it just wasn't going to happen. So I gave us a school day, a sick day for school. And then we went back to school Wednesday through Friday. Then we got to this past week. It was Everett's birthday week, and typically, if we wouldn't have planned to go out of town, we usually would take the whole week of his birthday off, but it got wacky. So we ended up taking Monday and Tuesday off, and then Wednesday and Friday we did a half day, and Thursday we did a full day of school. So that's kind of what we did. And then he really wanted to take today off so he could play with his toys that he got for his party. And I feel like I used wisdom and I went with that, because I know if I would have tried to get school out of him today with knowing that he had that so strong in his mind, it would have been nothing but a fight. And honestly, after a long, hard weekend, I was tired too. So I'm like, I've gotten my house back in order. I feel like my husband's going to come home and be like, wow, the house is clean. It was already, you know how it is. You clean your house really well for a company coming over, and then you have a party and you kind of get back to where you started at. But not so much. I mean, everything stayed pretty relatively clean during the party because they were mostly playing outside, and I had locked up all the rooms that have access to just random toys. I closed all that up and locked it. So the only thing they did was Nerf guns, and so that pretty much contained any kind of crazy mess we would have had left over. So everything's pretty clean. So I was glad about that. So today I've been kind of catching up on some laundry and that kind of thing and letting the kids play. It's just been a nice, relaxing day, which is so nice and just unusual. So I'm planning to hopefully this afternoon get some planning time in, because I have not planned school in months. Like, honestly, if I'm just being totally transparent, our school days have kind of been, I feel like we have been doing the bare minimum of school since January. We have been very hit or miss on our units that we're doing. I did finally get my kids to do, like, they each had a bug they were supposed to research for our arthropods unit. They did their presentations. They did a presentation for their daddy, and they did one for their grandma that came and watched them Friday. So I feel like they did a research project, basically. I had them take notes. They made a poster about their insect, and they presented it. So I was like, well, good on us. We at least did that. And we've been just slow getting through history. I don't think we're going to finish year 1 of history. And we've done, I don't know if this is our 2nd or 3rd science unit. We do get a lot of intermittent, like the kids were all about doctors a couple weeks ago. So we, not during school time, but during their playtime, they were learning about stuff. So, I just feel like, or just an example would be the way Everett learns. He learns on his own. Like, if I would just get books and have him have access to new reading material, he grabs stuff and he'll just devour it when I'm not even aware. Like, I was thinking, we were talking on Sunday, about like future history lessons, and I was thinking about the study of our state at some point. We'll get into that, and he was asking about certain kind of people that live in our state, and I was like, yeah, one day we'll get to that. And he was like, well, I know all about that, they came from blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, there are no surprises for you. Like, how do you know that already? Like, really? Seriously? Come on. But that's just the way he is. He teaches himself. He prefers that. He doesn't need mama to teach him. If I'll just get him what I want him to learn about and tuck it away, he'll find it and devour it. The girls, not so much. They have to be taught directly. Unless it's something they just really want to learn about, they're not so much that way. Who is it? Who is it? Okay. Kid's gonna wait because they're not answering me. So anyway, so with the girls, like, we planted some seedlings. That was a big thing that Elin wanted to do. She is very much into plants right now. And I have a niece that she has like a whole bunch of different kind of plants that she's planted in like little bitty pots and different stuff, all kinds of things. And she showed us her plant collection, and Elin was like, oh, like, that is awesome. Like, I want to do that. So she is notorious for saving seeds. Anytime she eats something with a seed in it, she puts them on a plate and dries them out, and we have all these seeds, of little bags of seeds of different kinds. So I told her, we're going to plant the seeds that you've been saving. So I bought some packs of seeds from the Dollar Tree, but we also used, like, we had spaghetti squash, butternut squash, bell pepper, and a lemon, some lemon seeds. So we planted all that, and pretty much everything has grown except for the lemon. I think we did that wrong somehow. But everything else is growing right now. We have them inside because the weather keeps dipping down into the 50s, and I think it's supposed to be about 60 before you let them be outside. So yeah, but that's exciting. And Evangeline, I asked her, I was like, you know, Ellen's interested in plants. Everett's interested in history. What are you interested in? She's like, technology. You know, like, how does the stuff get in the phone? I'm like, oh, goodness. So I don't know that, you know, not enough to tell someone. So we're going to have to research that and find out so she can know. She has always been a little techie kid, like, always interested in, you know, especially like my phone. Like today, I couldn't find my phone and I figured out she had it and disabled it. So, you know, sneaky kiddo. But, so yeah, I'm trying to cater to them as much as I can, what they're interested in. The girls are just a little bit harder. They don't really express interest like Everett does. Everett is the kind, if he is on to something, everyone knows it and he's talking all about it and he just can't get enough information until he satisfies that and moves on to the next thing. So he's very overt about what he's interested in. The girls are just kind of not. They're, you know, they're just more typical as far as little girls go. They're playing and not really like pinpointing things they want to learn about necessarily. But yeah. So that's kind of what's been going on with us. As far as my little tot that's in the mix, she finally, she's like 21 months old right now, maybe. She started walking at 19 months old, just finally. And she's been having a language explosion. She's combining like 2 and 3 words. I'm trying to think of an example of that today. Well, like, she's obsessed with dresses right now. So the other day she said, bow, dress, bow, princess, you know, like, so she's getting, you know, she'll say cheese, bowl, cut it, like, cut me some cheese and put it in a bowl, lady, you know, how about a please to that? But, so she's just talking every day or all day long. She's telling new words, like, it's just random stuff, you know. She'll be like, we were in the van the other day and she's like, buckle, buckle, buckle. I'm like, yeah, it is buckle, you know. So she just, I love that age where they're like, everything's snapping, everything's clicking, the concepts are coming. She can sit longer and read books more. Just she's interested in the content and the vocabulary, and she's just learning stuff. She is getting into that whole fit throwing age, which like, really, seriously. Yeah, we are there. So like the other day she threw a fit, like we were gonna go outside and it was pretty chilly out there and I didn't want her to go out without a jacket, and she pretty much threw a fit and was not gonna put on a jacket. I was like, well, we're not gonna go outside then because it's too cold to go out there without a jacket. So, you know, it was sad, but she got over it. She loves her pacifier, which I usually try to only have her take at bedtime, nap time. And we'll have a 30-minute fit over her wanting that. But, you know, can't always have what you want when it's not what you need. So, and a few other things she's just downright throwing fits about. And that's just the age, you know. It's hard to accept a no answer when you know what you want and you said what you want. She's pretty good about communicating exactly what she wants, and has been for a long time. Even without saying a word, she can tell you exactly what she wants. But it's just one of those things. You don't always get what you want. So we are just now getting into that territory. But she's a sweet little thing, and you know, we're enjoying her a lot. So that's kind of what's been going on. If you have any questions for me, feel free to hit me up. Tell me how you've been doing. And, yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Say hi.
Sissy.
Sissy? Sissy's not in there. You're the sissy on there.
No. Can a cream soda?
No. Say hi.
No.
Why not?
Mommy, look how high.
Where's Sissy? That's the baby. Yes, that's Miss Aaliyah. Elin, do you want to tell about the plants that we planted? The seeds that we planted?
Bell peppers. More green beans that are growing.
Which ones came from the seeds you saved? Remember?
This one, I think.
The lemon, yeah.
Lemons.
Yeah, the lemon's not growing. What else? Look at, how about, this bell pepper came from your seeds?
We did a bell pepper and I did some squash.
Yeah,
hey,
the
those are my
squash is
plants.
growing.
Hey, those are dental plants.
Hey, be sweet, you.
Can I tell about my plants?
Yeah.
Well, this is supposed to be like a potted garden thing. These are aster flowers I planted. I don't think they're doing too well.
Yeah, those one didn't grow.
This is my pea plant.
Yeah. What are you gonna do, ma'am? You think you need to work the computer? I don't think so.